Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, worldwide time there. You know, me there busy. I do little things like I'm the youngest lion of him Earth Strong tomorrow, but him Earth Strong I keep today, So my man's busy, I'm busy, I do the thing. But we come to tell Andrew Honest, you put out a brochure me see in a road I give it. And it's a 220 yard achievement. I'm not one achievement here, brother. One. People, what we give credit for credit due. The man have one achievement. Yeah. And by the way, most of that achievement really, your country, you have to, credit the PMP. And the one achievement where you have, real achievement at the IC. We carried it in 2018. Remember now you did the framework in the PMP. Man, they come up with the integrity legislation from the pass of that from 1973. And it continued. So Mark Wolin and all of them work on that and what have you. It will come in, but you use the contractor general office when you carry in, and some other office when you carry in, and you merge them in the IC office. But for merge it, we give you that because you merge it. But tell me one now, Twitter sting you. Can't catch your hand in the cookie jar, The same thing with the keep on the right. It all you. But that no people. And that if you put out about achievement, if you put out saying, well, the IC, the PMP reader, them work on the legislation and do the thing, but I me carry teen. Me get the benefit of the doubt. We shall the PMP really come down and have no integrity. And just to show you, see it grab you there. The Prime Minister for clean, brother. The whole I want for clean. We don't want a dirty Prime Minister. You understand? So when it grab you, when it grab you, it frighten one of them. By the way, I'm gonna put up some video. Straight 5 about what I see. You can't share work, she forgot prison. Mitchell Siaga, I call him Mrs. Siaga. Him about the IC when Kamika Prince let go the Prime Minister. Let him go. And I said them should I get fired and them should that piece of shit with him under him nose white all the time. That piece of shit coming like him there around bar when him nose white up. Him to go away. Him a germs. Mistress Siaga me attack. Yes? All the while and the film nose white. And him junk. And chat about a foolishness. Can junk him too, Yes. Yes. See me, you think it's Christmas. Yeah? All right. Him run out and attack the IC too. No care what them see with Andrew when they see them not talk, the whole of them involved. We have enough of them within the PSOJ and the ruling party now, them involved in drugs. Yes. Remember, the drugs always say come to Jamaica, it couldn't be get to you drugs that $12 billion worth of drugs. 80 million US. What them? Come on now. Nobody knows stupid. See? So we don't like hear from when them come talk because we know say them well mix up and them want corrupt government. We want clean government. Yeah? We need clean government. So we're going to continue that the IC and we're going to make sure Andrew you own up the IC. If you love up the IC, when you hug up the IC and say, yes, we're proud of it. It's for all anybody, but instead of not run from it. Why? We have 9 more to listen to in around 10 hours, Oh, why you run from it? Why Mama Cow and the one I run from it? Why Queenie want destroy it and Big Mama and the one of them? You must destroy the IC, brother. It's wrong. Not wrong. So I could tell Andrew this. He have one achievement. The IC. I remember, and you really work on the legislation and the PNP. Yeah? But you bring it in 2018, merge around 3 different offices. Yeah? Anti-corruption office. Yeah, when we are born on the corruption. And turn it into the IC office. Never play it. But instead of proud and say, well, for these nearly 10 years, well, we're bringing the IC, although the PMP have to get credit for the legislation and things and so on. Well, from down the days anyway. But when I run from it, and then you put up some garbage, I tell you about you buy a bus. Whether you get 450 bus, you have to about maintain. You have to come in with something like part. So the ICR one where you could have said yes. Although you merge your system, that for sure is your thing still, but you come in with it in a year time. I will could have give you a part one after that. But you it has sting you. The whole JLP them are this one it. Why you are this one it, brother? Don't this one there I see. And stop right foolishness for you do this and you do that. And you fix police station. No, that will be achievement. You got them answer that what? Them they can be achievement. Yeah? Me can show you 500 things. Why them for vote for the PMP? Some things with them work on, but even the stadium, they matter about it have track and you lay back the track because it's repair and you start to that accomplishment. They want to who build the stadium. Come on now. Who build the stadium? Give credit where it's due. Norman Manley. Give credit where it's due, brother. Yeah? Give credit where it's due. And stop going like that. Yes. Yeah. You understand? So when we start, me start crab them. And we are push it back to Andrew. Because Andrew, I know the people them can understand. Holness at the last Cash Plus, SSL. And you see one I run out with. You see one I run out with. What them run out with? In the 90s, what them call it? Poor thing. Them don't even know what FinSac and the meaning of FinSac. I'm going to show them. Yes? When we say SSL, you know, stock and exchange, you know. You know what that means? Criminality. Ponzi scheme. When we say Holness and Cash Plus, Ponzi scheme. See Cash Plus basket where strike 5, let him go. Yeah, and attack one bag of bull crap. So we're going to show them the meaning of, when I put up, look, you can go look up the meaning of things, I can put it up where it means for them. Poor thing them don't know. Yeah? And where it did it farm. That was not entity that thief people money. It was not Cash Plus. The government of a farm, a FinSac, to make sure clean up this inside of the whole country draw down and make sure people get back their money. And sell out some asset where stock can't move. You don't have to know this, but I show you, I teach you something. Because this is one and two I want to still, well, not for know about this and no sense. But Andrew wants to have one achievement and he might run from it because it grab him. Moving loads. Make I start my show. Make I teach them around here, so but make me start my show. Make I start this show right now. Start the show alone, so. I be a stage manager. Watch.
We are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people like the government of a country, it is servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand the Luciano over there, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician with the evilest mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. Wanna go find up the youth, them really down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes and buy them.
Yeah, man. Trish, that not gonna work, sister. Him can't pay that now. Them not have no time for that. See? Them not have no time for Andrew and him corrupted scheme. But let me just remind Andrew of this. So, I was showing you something from 2017. Right? When I deal with it, remember, you know, it was 31, 32. So, like my brother Byron said, never have no. My brother Byron said, never have no, you know, them never have no choice. Because remember, I said, them are push the integrity business bill. And then him come in turn prime minister, so him have to deal with it. I'm going to show you the interim when put in. And remind you what him say about the integrity commission. Because him has sing a different whistle. Him feels when them come in now, and him dead, them now go grab him. Them now grab him. He make a sad mistake. You see why the first one did pass, in 2019, I'll show you why them did pass. I tell them that each panning. And I'll show you why. But anyway, let me just remind you of 2017. Before the office set up itself, right? And Sir Mark Golding, you hear Chameleon attack Sir Mark Golding, and Sir Mark Golding said no, it's different. Because them did want the parliament to hang over them there, to direct them away. Sir Mark Golding said no, them have come change up some things and it was a scramble. What's this?
If certain government contracts should... The Senate today approved a corruption bill that gives the cabinet the authority to decide if certain government contracts should be investigated or not.
Opposition senators raised concern about the provision in the Integrity Commission bill, essentially saying that the debushing saga has caused them to lose faith in the cabinet.
The bill was, however, passed in the Senate with 103 changes. TVJ's Andrea Chisholm explains.
After years of discussions, Jamaica is now one step closer to establishing a single body, the Integrity Commission.
So here is a single body. So I don't like to give enough thing, but we just print it on it because we have the contractor general and what have you. Just listen to the body. 3 body them put in a 1. I think the editor general, the contractor general and something else, but them put 3 body in a 1. But we can't say, well, we can't remember now, Andrew found that. But then put them together. So we're going to give them to put it together part. If you love the IC and say, go IC and push up the IC. Don't put up 250 garbage. Push up the IC and we could have said, well, I know you write it, but you see how right that the 3 body come together. Okay? Well, if you love the IC into that, try this, try it. So hear this. Hear this.
Faith in the cabinet.
The bill was, however, passed in the Senate with 103 changes. TVJ's Andrea Chisholm explains.
After years of discussions, Jamaica is now one step closer to establishing a single body, the Integrity Commission, to investigate and prosecute acts of corruption. But even though the bill made it through both houses of parliament, opposition senators are now registering their objection about one of the sections. Paragraph 50, subsection 2A and B of the printed bill essentially states that the Director of Investigations needs Cabinet's approval to investigate government contracts or license relating to defense or the supply of equipment to the security forces.
So them want the investigator and get approval from the same cabinet. FEMA investigate certain contract and certain license. Hear this.
No problem there for the opposition, but they disagreed with the Director of Investigations needing Cabinet's approval to investigate any government contract which the Cabinet may determine to keep private. For Mark Golding, it's way too broad.
And it would facilitate a Cabinet refusing to allow investigations of any type of contract that it feels it wants to maintain confidential.
There's a potential for abuse in many matters, and we have to trust that a cabinet of a country will, with the support of the cabinet secretary, will manage this matter appropriately.
But opposition senators were not convinced. They wanted the provision deleted. The government said no.
We're not minded to change that policy position. Came from the Joint Select Committee. It was felt that the FID felt that there were some sensitive matters put before Cabinet, which it should have this enhanced level of scrutiny before it is agreed that they should be looked at by other persons, by persons other than Cabinet.
If the issue for the government is the FID or any such agency, then we should so qualify this clause as we have done for the security forces.
We did look back at the issue and we have discussed it, and it has been agreed that based on the recommendation of FID, this would be kept as is.
Yeah. Well, I don't accept that recommendation. I think that recommendation, if without being limited in the way that has been suggested, so that it would have to be on the written recommendation of the FID, if that is a concern.
But you accepted it as chair of the Joint Select
but that's a
Committee,
different.
and the whole Joint Select
Circumstances have
Committee considered
changed.
it.
Circumstances
In
have
that you're not
changed.
in
Everything
government?
has changed since this debushing situation and the role that cabinet played in that and interfere.
You hear that? Everything in that is where you look at debushing. With Agintiger with 600 million, 2 weeks, 600 million, nearly $750 million them spend. This round. And your Sir Mark is that everything has changed since that. No, you can't create this.
You accepted it as chair of the Joint Select
but that's a
Committee,
different.
and the whole Joint Select
Circumstances have
Committee considered
changed.
it.
Circumstances
In
have
that you're not
changed.
in
Everything
government?
has changed since this debushing situation and the role that cabinet played in that and interfering in the contracting process.
So there was a divide. Opposition senators voted to delete the provision, but their government counterparts used their majority to keep it.
So the proposal by Senator Golding does not carry.
In the meantime, a new section was added to the Integrity Commission bill so that an executive director could be appointed to manage the day-to-day operations of the commission. In addition, Parliament will no longer be required to approve some of the commissioners. 4 of them will be appointed by the Governor-General by instrument in writing after consultation with the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition.
So don't forget that change too. Because Parliament them didn't want to approve the people them where they investigate them. So that have a change where the Governor-General have to swear them in and then them draft who them a draft for. So Parliament have the talk in that. That have a change too. It's a two, see that 20. This happened my Earth Strong, 20th of July, 2017. See? Continue.
The law specifically includes the Auditor General as the 5th commissioner. The Integrity Commission bill merges the Office of the Contractor General, the Commission for the Prevention of Corruption, and the Integrity Commission. Andrea Chisholm.
So here Contractor General, and 3 of them it merges. Merges 3 of them. You see it? So make we know this. So they merge 3 of them for us make 1. And that's great. This great, yeah? See that?
The Commission bill merges the Office of the Contractor General, the Commission for the Prevention of Corruption, and the Integrity Commission. Andrea Chisholm, TV.
And that was 2017. All right, now we hear this now. 2018, maybe hear this. 2019, hear this.
Integrity Commission. The appointment was effective November 5 and will last. Colonel Daniel Price has been appointed Interim Executive Director of the Integrity Commission. The appointment was effective November 5 and will last for 12 months. A release states that Colonel Price will help to integrate the 3 agencies that form the Commission and implement a comprehensive change management plan. The Integrity Commission, the Commission for the Prevention of Corruption, and the Office of the Contractor General have been merged into the single anti-corruption body. Colonel Price will be supported by interim divisional heads: Joy Powell, Acting Director of Information and Complaints, David Gray, Acting Director of Investigation, and Dirk Harrison, Acting Director of Corruption Prosecution. Colonel Price previously served as a commander of all land forces of the Jamaica Defense Force. He also served as Interim Executive Director.
All right, so this is 2018 when they are putting them people here. Interim, yes. So Andrew should have proud of this. I says a young body. So when after them man they go swearing by the Governor General, not them here. Them was interim. So we're going back to interim. So I'm could get where all of them never want certifying thing. So when you hear the name there, let me play it back again. So you know who was acting at the time when him get him thing for certify. Hear this.
Integrity Commission. The appointment was effective November 5 and will last. Colonel Daniel Price has been appointed Interim Executive Director of the Integrity Commission. The appointment was effective November 5 and will last for 12 months. A release states that Colonel Price will help to integrate the 3 agencies that form the Commission and implement a comprehensive change management plan. The Integrity Commission, the Commission for the Prevention of Corruption, and the Office of the Contractor General have been merged into the single anti-corruption body. Colonel Price will be supported by interim divisional heads: Joy Powell, Acting Director of Information and Complaints, David Gray, Acting Director of Investigation, and Dirk Harrison, Acting Director of Corruption Prosecution. Colonel Price previously served as a commander of all land forces of the Jamaica Defense Force. He also served as interim executive director.
So what Jaiwa, Price and David were them there? Well, them see through this anyway. And I have not put no fire upon them there yet. Make we hear this now. Make we hear 2019 with when Integrity Commission come in, when the man them come in and start sting them, you know. That's 2018. By 2019, when you see the man them pant and the one of them who come in and, you know, Christian them come in, I think 2020 or something. Them are sting. Look on this.
And there's a call for an urgent review of the Integrity Commission to give it more teeth in investigating and reporting acts of corruption. The call was made in the Senate on Friday. TVJ's Dashan Hendricks reports.
Declaring a cancer of corruption has engulfed the Holness administration. Senator Lambert Brown on Friday called for the Integrity Commission Act to be reviewed and the entity provided with more resources to investigate fraudulent activities in the public sector.
With the current Integrity Commission, as currently structured and resourced, discover the allegations in the public domain that led the Prime Minister to fire forthwith the Minister of Education, Youth and Information. Because it must be a good reason that a Prime Minister who says he has to investigate first. That's what he said at Petrojam before he could fire the Minister. And you can't just rush to judgment. For the Prime Minister to rush to take action, in this case, he must know something. He must know something.
He slammed the commission as being silent and chided it for not investigating gifts to public officials such as parties for ministers, and still latching on to the recent issues involving former Education Minister Royal Reid. Senator Brown said it was his party's leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, who, having raised the issue at a press briefing on Monday, forced the Prime Minister to act.
There are those who want to say the Prime Minister acted quickly. The real issue is, when did the Prime Minister know about this? Did he know about the police taking in the helper? Was he late for his budget presentation last Tuesday because he had to be spending time out in that fire at Jamaica House over the Royal Reid issue because he came for after 3 o'clock, or for 3 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock?
He said that the Prime Minister knew about the corruption in the Education Ministry before he fired Royal Reid on Wednesday. A statement should have been made in the Parliament at the time of the budget presentation.
So you see, I don't know, Lambert, I knocked them, you know, and said it need more teeth. This is 2019. You come in 2018, you merged three different entities, figure with this, you merged them. But we still give them beat him, man. Yeah, man, them beat him, man. Yeah, man, Golinda beat them in 2017 about this. After them come with the Bushing scandal, be a corruption, and you know, mind when everybody don't, you know, cause him dirty bad, you know. Andrew shouldn't be in a Prime Minister, but tell him the truth. Andrew attack out some foolishness about constituency. You just are come in and you are run thing for constituency. And you set up this, brother, that's how we have government. Eh? You know, when nothing private until we say a constituency, whether taxi service or whether this, and you have people from constituency pan this and pan board, and then I lock things and I do it. The more you do that, you want to confuse people. This man never have a real company yet in his life. And Jonas. They are shell companies. Shell. Company you open and they are like it, you lend loan. Yeah? No trace of the cash you lend and do. And when you pay lend money, I be a cash. Where the Genesis money come from? Where it come from? You have to tell you where it come from. It's bad. This bad. So You're going to hear, Mama play this. Mama play this. You hear Mrs. Siaga. Yeah? You hear Mrs. Siaga. Come out when Tamika Prince. Remember now, and like the Prime Minister did innocent. She said, well, we'll go back too far, so she not charge him. After she get called and deal with corruption, may I show you them in the PSO jail. When you hear them come out and chat people, anything what Mrs. Siaga do, if I work at it, him is that scourge from Jamaica, that piece of shit. Yes? Him is that scourge. See, hear this. Now I'm alone, yeah, yes, check 5 come out, come back, something too. When, remember, you know, she had DPP, and I talk about for apologize. She apologized for the wrong way she had the case. And she says, man, come up on case and she keep it and make it go to privy council and then we lose over 100 million because of she. She should have get fired and move, but she always a chat for Andrew one list them. We have to go see where she get one away, you know, because she very corrupted, you know. This must happen to Jamaica again. Put up Mrs. Siaga first. Andrew, this will save your brother. Watch out.
More pressure on the Integrity Commission to break its silence, to explain or resign. This is in relation to its report and subsequent ruling into conflict of interest claims against the Prime Minister. O'Shane Masters reports.
Questions have been swirling as to whether there was an ulterior motive in the withholding of the decision by the Director of Corruption Prosecution.
For all the decision what it wrong, that's why she get fired. And big dirty thinking Mrs. Siaga run out, that piece of shit. We don't want to notice him, you know. Because we are like on him for a long time. You ever see him look at dirty thinking face now? See? She Kamika Prince a charge for this. We don't know what she get PR for what she do, but we know she get called. And she said, if you drop it, that's why Pantan tell her, the woman, but just come in. Tell her, so don't even come back if you apply for your job. Move. Not that them tell her the other day. Kamika Prince. So don't even think of you apply back for the job there, you know. You don't do that, you know. Because she made decision, feel like go Andrew Holness, him fly go foreign. You see how she go to prison. She go to prison, she and DPP. Because him supposed to get charged, you know what she come and say? She see it, but it gone too long. But 2008, 2009, the corruption, it gone too long. Don't say that this now. It too long and then you forgot to find witness and you forgot to find and you got some due process. The crime committed. But she come with that. And then big dirty thinking, they look nasty one, because we don't like him. The dirty thinking one name is Siaga. Him is a piece of shit. Yeah? We and them, man. We and them. Watch out.
That no charges should be laid against Prime Minister Andrew Holness. It follows a tabling of a 107-page report which details how contracts totaling millions of dollars were given to an associate of the Prime Minister for works with a number of government agencies and within his constituency between 2006 and 2009. But despite the tabling of the report on Tuesday, the ruling of the Director of Corruption Prosecution, Keisha Prince Kamika, only came out on Thursday, a whole 24 hours later. It's why President of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, PSOJ, Mrs. Siaga, says clarification is needed from the Integrity Commission.
What we need is some answers from the Commission in its entirety. And if they cannot explain to the people of Jamaica that no corruption was involved, no money.
What? Me no want to yet to know. You hear what this junko say? When the woman passed the thing, she said no corruption never involved. She said him have things to charge him, but it gone too long, due process. She said there is things to charge him. And you hear when the junko you come and say, this piece under him nose always white. Now watch him chin. Always a junk. That piece of shit. Them help mash up Jamaica. Them garbage up. Yeah? The woman did say no corruption. The woman did say that. She said she have things for charging, but you process because it's gone and then for go back. She have come with some flunked explanation. But him jump on it and I said, no corruption of the Prime Minister, this piece of shit. After Kamisha Prince explain how she Kamika Prince was her name. Yeah, Kamika. Yeah. Prince Kamika was her name. Explain, say yes. We can't charge him, you know. But due process. 2009, with us gone, 20 for charge him. And a piece of shit that come out and say about, this what I say. That me tell us I saw them jump out this garbage all the time. Hey, any business we have for boycott it. Him for poor. And him for go to prison to him that piece of shit.
Is needed from the Integrity Commission.
What we need is some answers from the Commission in its entirety. And if they cannot explain to the people of Jamaica that no corruption was involved, no malice was intended, and no incompetence was perpetrated, then we will move on. If they can't prove that, then I think it is incumbent on them to resign or to be fired.
But with the gag clause in place...
You hear what the John Color said? But no malice and no corruption never involved. Listen, them have charged 3 machine or charge. That's what she moves her job just now. Them tell her don't even bother. We apply for the job. Don't even think of it that them tell her. Them actual word tell her don't even think of it, you know. You not think of it. She get the cash. She done work with Strike 5 in 2008, you know. When you just go check it. Kamika did a work down there, so. With Strike 5. So you know Strike 5 are part of the corruption for like and Holness. That's why them keep her there, because them know the whole corruption. Prince Kamika and Strike 5 did a work in the DPP after she was there. You can Google it and look Prince Kamika DPP and you see her down there. They she leave from go by yourself. This is why them send her there. Yeah? This is why them send her there. So this nastiness, Mrs. Siaga, that piece of shit, come on and talk about who and them for resign and them thing. I run people for running where him too stinking chat to Jamaican people. That piece of garbage. Too much of them, the handful of them now. And mash up the country more. We will start catch them and send them to prison. For aiding and abetting criminality, and them are part of the criminal road, because them can get everything from corrupt government. That's why hospital road can repair, hospital road and everything, I hear them quiet. You ever hear them come and court against it yet? That couldn't be PNP in a power, you know. Every minute I hear them run out of chat, black. I mean, I wait for him too. PNP take the rule, I wait for him, because them, hey, before start boycott germs like that, yeah? Continue.
How is that possible?
Their responses are limited, but yet we see tweets going out in the public sphere on social media about the matter from the executive director of the organization. So I'm not accepting for a moment that they're limited in what they can say.
In the meantime, the PSOJ president says there are lessons which now must be learned by elected representatives following this report.
We either have to decide as a country if we want to or we don't want to allow our members of parliament to recommend people in their constituencies. There are some good reasons why and good reasons why not. But that's a different issue now. What is important is that the integrity of the office of the Prime Minister has been tarnished. The integrity of Jamaica has been tarnished. And I want to make sure that there was not malice intended in...
This piece of shit for go out prison for us come talk. After Andrew tarnished the Prime Minister office, he want to blame the IC and said there is nothing there and yet still everything was there. I just Tamika never charged the man. That the guy come sing down to Trouble Zion. Andrew come sing say down to Trouble Zion. And him have the key for do corruption, more corruption. Can have the key for what we see in our store. Can Kamika sing that to you know. Yes? And then this piece of shit comes out. Now where you play it back. You know, see why them for boycott this piece of shit here. Where man the film nose always white. It means that germs. Them a skirmish. Pandela Jamaica, them piece of shit here. If them did in the US, enough of them gonna prison long time. But them lick up in a paradise because it's like them a king. In our third world country like Jamaica, nobody touch them and them say anything and get away with it. Not no more where I expose them. This a piece is a piece of shit. Nothing but a big garbage. Mrs. Siaga. Big garbage. Come on from the TV, Thomas. More from front of me. You piece of shit, yo. Yes. So this when they come out with an attack. You see my attack there, I see. Them attack them. And I don't attack them. So when I attack them, you have a big dirty thinking track 5 attack them too. Let me play this. Hear this now.
The Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, Paula Llewellyn, has added her voice to the ongoing controversy between some members of Parliament and the Integrity Commission. Speaking at a Rotary...
Nobody now talk to big dirty thinking track 5, you know. But she had a voice because she working for Andrew Holness. Not for the government. For Andrew Holness personal secretary, it seems. Yeah? You can't know the one of them when you see them come out for wrong. And you see more and more wrong with Andrew. What am I say right now? I trick them, say them I try to trick the... Hey, yes, the Father God great. A good thing we have social media. For hang on upon them, any one of them run out with them foolishness, we are expose them. Because what them do, them put some clouds and some gag on the local media, and then two them can buy them out. And that's a bag of foolishness. And the man not the wilderness this. We're not healing to no foolishness. We are about them straight. Continue.
At dinner in Mandeville on Saturday, she said when entities make mistakes, they should face the music and not hide in silence. As Giovanni Dennis reports, the DPP wants public agencies that wield significant power to apologize when they do wrong.
A caution from the Director of Public Prosecutions to entities like the Integrity Commission.
One must be wary of...
She no government in the people. She no have no right to come and tell because she have got to declare for things them too. And she come to the defense of Andrew Holness. She don't know that, you know. But you know, so she work. She let go people for rape, and then she turn it around and put it back in. I'll be a corruption this. None of them no go to prison under a watch from 2008. None. She find way to let them go now. If them last gun no care with them do, she charge other people on the PMP side. But gun. And when that father-in-law same lose to him now room and sleep. I like, hey, listen, that don't make no sense. Man come in your room, or them know they have 2 guns and take out your gun. And then when you're going to decide that you're by your bed, and then come when you come to your bedroom. When we reach your house, and no break in no day. Patrick Bailey no go to prison because of she neither. He was Andrew liar to the whole of these things. Nobody no touch him. Just look where one in Jamaica now is everywhere for move them is a landslide. Them germs. Front of our eye them doing this thing. Hear she. Hear this.
Making utterances or having this inscrutable silence or operating in a way that may unwittingly give elements of the public the perception that there may be an unconscious bias.
The DPP stressed that unless convicted otherwise, everyone is entitled to their good name.
So what on there? I see that say that everybody entitled for them good name. So to when you send for Kevin Smith and start say well ima David Poo and him get 6 months in a Canada. Eh? Well, to the people them ninja do all of them where you come with unconscious bias and do all kind of things to get to you them. You! And everybody entitled for them good name. But all you want to do with get to you is a different thing. So them are not people, them are just garbage, them are rubbish. See our face it ugly and tan. Yeah.
I really do not like it when I hear persons
People them have to do them job, you big ugly piece of shit, yo. Eh? Who business if she like it or not? You hear the garbage? Andrew shall pick up fire now. Hear this.
Who should know better, either by Twitter or otherwise, mischaracterizing or unwittingly transmitting false information that can negatively impact people's good name.
So Andrew one is a false information transmit at the thing that Andrew do, you know, today, you know. Them false information. You hear this nastiness. But when them catch ghetto youth, you can't just put up ghetto youth on a Wednesday. A Wednesday, what have you, and she has to prosecute them. You know, see them on no scene or nothing. And then you put out them picture like the youth of Manchester. And when you look them go up, them and tell them, say, you shouldn't come in, make come kill you. Eh? And that's okay. You hear the nastiness, she forgot prison. Continue.
There have been ongoing concerns about how the Integrity Commission has handled reports involving Prime Minister Andrew Holness, former National Security Minister Peter Bunting and others. The Integrity Commission has been under fire for not releasing its ruling that the Prime Minister would not be charged at the same time when the Commission issued a report into allegations of a possible conflict of interest. The Commission also had to table an addendum exonerating Mr. Bunting for his role in the issuing of firearm licenses. Paul Llewellyn noted that perceptions are not enough to form the basis for adverse decisions.
What is very important must be an awareness that you cannot indict on perceptions or society.
So how she did indict on perception? What she talk about? She's a DPP. You hear what she said? Then none of the ghetto youth to get charged. Or officer to send and charge nobody. Eh? Hear this.
Suspicion. So in other words, there must be an evidential basis to make an adverse decision, whether at the administrative level or at the criminal level.
While noting that recent developments between
But look how much you them take as criminal and put up them face. And if your officer lead the charge, that the youth afraid to come out because as they quit now, police are kill people, you know. And they'll say, yeah, I'm a criminal. In fire gun. Just that alone. You know, see nothing, you know. Them just say, yes, I'm fire gun, you know. Oh, them kill a man and I say, them unidentified, but yes, still, them kill much people. You unidentified, you know. And when police shoot you now, because them fully to pay criminal. They must say, oh, them kill 2 man, you know. You don't know the 2 man when kill, you don't even know him name. But him dead. And you see him name now because him unidentified. Because of people like them and the commissioner of police. Jamaica is a barbaric state because of Andrew Holness and who him. And then I'm line up. If you come and talk for him, remember, you know, she a one word she a run and she gonna go attack the Integrity Commission for Andrew Holness. Dirty thinking, Mrs. Siago do the same thing. Between knows always dirty. Always junk. Eh? Them use can when them use thing the evidence and put in jail prison. Now none. And she come talk about none. Continue.
Some parliamentarians and the Integrity Commission are unfortunate. The DPP says that office and others like it must be especially careful.
As the head of any entity that has the power to make negative or adverse decisions against anybody which may negatively affect their...
She a piece of shit, you know. She used something named circumstantial evidence and send Ninja Man right now. What big case short people do all kind of things. Send the man down to prison. All that Mark Rowling has to come in, you have to look into that, you know. You have to give him up, you have to let him go. All she get for sushi personally. Yeah? Circumstantial evidence. Them call him for talk for our police. And you take Ninja Man and you make sure because we don't like him. And send him to prison. Circumstantial evidence. Yeah. She go to prison too, you know. She come out now, she have her own office. And them have to do what them do. She have to deal with them too, you know. Because if she collect money from Andrew Holness and if she come up and what she do. But no, what she do, she come and abund them to for Andrew Holness. Like Mitchell Siaga. We don't hear him come out right now. When you say, oh, Lent and Caspers and them things, we don't see none of them come out, come say, well, him not have it. Them silent. But at him, them did run out and say, yes, him innocent. These pieces of shit, so them get it wrong too. Them is garbage. You understand? Continue.
Interpretation or their liberty. It is critical that you are fair and that your processes are transparent.
She noted that public perception about decisions is important.
And the perception of your power, how you wield that power, is going to be critical when members of the public seek to measure your ability to be fair. The respect that you have for people over whom you make decisions and who you serve. And I was...
Ms. Llewellyn is also encouraging office holders to acknowledge mistakes.
If you have made an error, you should not be afraid to say, I have erred and I was wrong and I...
Oh, them for wrong and them have the one of the thing them front of them. Oh, them for wrong. Eh? What if you make error? What am I to tell lie? Them did I try shield, that's why them put Prince Kamika in there. Yeah, for carry news to Big Mama and the one of them. And do garbage to let Andrew Holness. We hear our Big Mama say them have link in there, you know. Yeah. So them come in with the office. And then they start blame so the people them when them put in a PMP. Them put them in, you know, them are the government. You understand? She don't know nothing about fear, Kevin. Or what she know about fear? She's a garbage. She will go to prison.
Apologize and indicate what you are prepared to do to course correct.
She's also criticizing some public entities for not opening themselves up to scrutiny.
It seems to me that some persons in public life, especially some persons in agencies, delight, and I'm going to use the word, in hiding behind an inscrutable silence so that they don't have to face the music for something they don't wish to explain about. And that's not right.
You not right. Come off and move in front of me before I push you off and force you off. So I have to play you. So I'm going to show you the whole link with Andrew Holness, who plant this. So that's why 2020 when she will leave, them give her extension first time. No one else. Go look if anybody else have them kind of extension there. And when she will leave again, them carry a court and change it with the majority. She said she will get 5 years. She'll leave next month. She's not supposed to even do that. Because when you leave office, you know, you don't go on long leave maybe from 6 months before. So when she come in the other day, I just go tie up and do a little thing. You understand? Yeah, but she won't stay there, Johnny. She won't stay there. All right. So when people leave office and stay there so long, no. They might leave office, they remember them are fade out and bring in who them are bringing in and fade them in, you know. So she like upon some leave, then put her out this and then fade her out. But I guess she's still in there. Wrap up. I must say, I tell Andrew, well, me try to save you as possible and try to save them that them not have to do this and do that. Eh? Them to make sure when she come out, she will go to prison. Jamaica for change, you know, when the business are who. Same like how any ghetto you go to prison, them have to go to prison. In a business about where you want to reach, it can't fear. If you just get to people from the whole of my lifetime, I just get to people alone go behind the bars. For the whole of my lifetime, yeah. She never admit nothing at all. She used circumstantial evidence, said she'd have to go study and put Ninja Man and say, oh, you're the day I say, you know, send you to prison. Yeah, you understand? This is what she do. And me talk again. Me talk again. So, Andrew Holness, the book that we just put out in the road, I go on like dog. The book that we just put out. Brother, if you buy back bus, the government are there to you maintain. Remember, you get the biggest budget out of any other administration. $1 trillion budget you have. More than $1.25 trillion. Yeah? Mama P did have like half of that. I know the millions. We never go back down there, I know the millions. Now Michael Mann them did have on them thing. But you have $1 trillion budget. Yeah? $1 trillion budget. And when I see where the money go, the road them want repair, me just say, come back, me just remind you. You're supposed to repair the bridges, the road. You're supposed to maintain them. The police station, the fire station, the hospital, the schools, all of these things drop right there. That's why we have the budget. That's why taxpayers pay the money, pay the teacher them well, pay the doctors, the nurses and everything. That's how our country run. So when you do these things that you have on the bus, and you for replace the bus them, because you have 450 run out when you take over in 2016. Now we have 200 and added in 2024, we have 203. That are more than 247 short. So if you come in with the next 100 and put 303 plus, that will pump bars when I go have safe brain and turn around and give back some of them bus then in July. So we have 200 and enough bus still around. So we short. You can't say bus after bus and me buy bus and then your accomplishment. You never carry in JUTC, brother. So when you're carrying, when you merge the three, remember, you know, I know you bring in the contractor general and the rest of the agency, but you merge them. So we get the credit to merge them. So at that, if you say your accomplishment to merge them under your watch, remember that you write the legislation that come from 1973, Michael Manley, and then Sir Mark Wolin and Peter, the whole of them run through the administration, them and, you know, fine tune and finish deal with it. And you get it, you know, for put out there, and you just merge them. But you can say, okay, at the PMP do the bulk of work, but I mean put the office and pick who more and pick. But it sting you. I mean, you have regrets to us, so I better make it still until them come in. But if it come in, and you still about it, that sting you same way. Of course. Because you can't hide the amount of things you have, brother. You have a genesis, you know, all right. For instance, when you put up the, I'm going to show you something for when I talk and do this. Can I like talk and show you something, right? I'm going to put up something and show you so honest. This I catch you, brother. I don't want to talk and not show you, because you say it's evidence-based still, right? I'm going to big up this here. All right. Can I big it up a little more? All right, good. So people them can read what me I say to. So, all right. Yeah, one of them can see it. See? So I see who the family and one where you supply. You fail to provide financial statement to Panadian Investment Limited for period 2010. One year Panadian breaches to 2012. This request was made by Justice Paul Harris. Let me see something. Let me see something here. So our name financial statement for Panadian. Our name Panadian Investment Limited and Holness. All right, let me see this. 2020. Failure to provide documentary evidence to show that the declarant is no longer a director, shareholder, and beneficial owner of Panadian Investment. Our name Panadian Holness. Failure to provide financial statement 2016 to ADMAT in one name Panadian. What our Panadian Investment is the next investment. This one is. But you're full of firm, brother. Panadian, and the Canadian one named Panadian in the city people. But honest, but you have more things than what we are think, man. So when you're Panadian, brother, when you see the Panadian thing, yeah? Eh? Well, on there. Pan-Asian investment, so different from the one we did have. You have Pan-Asian investment, brother, and shareholder, director and shareholder. Okay, voila, and there. Failure to provide financial statement for the year 2016 for ADMAT. We know about the ADMAT Incorporated. There was no evidence that this document was requested from Mr. Holness. All right. Non-disclosure of investment under mentioned business venture, under mention and income earned from these investments. So better Pan-Asian and some other one. Is the next one that way me over better the amount of business you have like up 2 and 3 years. It's unbelievable. Various time during the declaration period. So you don't do the deal with them there. Non-disclosure and investment. Have these one now honest. See someone yeah. But you know show no invest, you know show see that non-disclosure of investment in under-mentioned business venture and income earned from the investment of various time during the declaration period. Omega bridge financing. This different from Pan-Asian, you know. Financing, you know. So Omega bridge, Diligo taxi service, nobody know Diligo. We have some type Sunshine, but we don't know about Sunshine Mobile neither. We don't know about no Sunshine Mobile Company Limited. Don't know that one neither. ADMAT Incorporated, JAJ Land and Development Limited. Brother, are this way your wife are running now? Are you? So you're part of them company. Are you one of them brother? But you're full of company the one doing this. Every minute you lock it down and carry something else. Tax Administration Jamaica report date November the 21st, 2019 state that Andrew Holness was the owner of 2007 Mitsubishi Pajero. Mr. Holness state that the statement of financing construction, that finding for construction and Shenstone during 2016 included disposal proceeds from sale of brother from the Mitsubishi Pajero. So you are telling them something and say Shenstone and the proceeds from the brother, you think they mix up though. The amount that remember see us again. Non-disclosure of property, apartment 16, 23 Red Hills, Narbrook Heights, St. Andrew. Apartment 16, 23 Red Hills, Narbrook Heights, St. Andrew. But you have other place, non-disclosure of the property there. Failure to disclose financial investment in the following institutions during the review. Look at period. First Global Financial Service, Scotia Mutual Fund, Holness and Cash Plus. Nobody know you have these things, a good thing. Andrew, what may I say to you, brother? Brother, is a tie-up web Andrew on this, you know. Is a tie-up web, not my word, Andrew. Andrew have more business than we ever think of. Every time you read through things, you say, when him close something else, him have something, him have an ex-investment firm, him have something else. Andrew too tied up. And then when you say it's a real money, I run to it. He might tell us him paying a cash to some client, he'll pay this. He might have loan firm. Just little after and can't buy food for married. Andrew lend loan. 28 million. You see him saying recover after him locked on one thing. Amigo. Yeah, you understand how it one name. Andrew shouldn't be the Prime Minister. But Andrew thinks that, no, Andrew, let me tell you what, you have too much cash for, you know, if you put one way, and you have too much of them business that what you try to do is cause confusion. Let me tell you something. When we look for money laundering and what them do, remember play a power man for Andrew. Yeah, remember play about power man for. Remember play about money laundering. Remember play power man for you, Andrew. More you hear this. Better more you hear this. Listen, just listen this, Andrew. See? people who have real business and run real business, you know, if you have change some brother and different finance and you're all over the place, brother. Yeah? You're all over the place, it don't look good. Let me see my fine power man for. Look on this, Andrew. Why you look less? Watch this. I'm here, the nurse knows when I pick up for the man. The one of them I pick up for the man. Yeah? Corruption. All right, let me see this. Let me look on money laundering. I like look on them thing and money laundering. Let me see this. Texas. Let me see that one here. Let me see that one, you know, money laundering, Parman. Let me look on Parman for a politician. Let me look on him. Look on this.
Tracing dirty money for more than 30 years. Studying kleptocrats all over the world, distinct patterns emerge. The thing about kleptocrats is that the moves and tricks they like to use each contain the seeds of their own destruction. They can get caught at every stage. And those patterns are the basis of our new game, Kleptocrat, How to Hide Dirty Money. In virtually every case, corrupt people took 6 separate steps to conceal their assets. Take the money under the table, create a financial structure to hide it, move the money into the structure, network with family members to run the operation, cover up their tracks, and last, since it's no fun for the money to sit gathering dust, take the money out and enjoy it. I know nothing about Paul Manafort or the allegations in the indictment against him. I read the Manafort indictment, and lo and behold, the allegations match the 6-step pattern. It says Manafort allegedly took $18 million secretly from Ukraine. That's step 1. Step 2, Manafort allegedly created a blizzard of offshore companies with names like Blatilla. They're on tiny islands I bet most people couldn't even find on a map.
Now watch this. It's very important to Andrew. Andrew, watch it with me. Watch it, Andrew.
Then step 3, he allegedly started moving the money around. 6 separate companies on the island of Cyprus sent more than $5 million to a home improvement firm in the Hamptons. Step 4, Manafort allegedly enlisted some of his relatives to help. The indictment says he got his daughter and son-in-law to pretend to live in the real estate he was buying. Step 5 is covering up your secret money. Manafort allegedly lied to his accountants and to the federal agents about the funds. He used multiple passports, and he, quote, developed a false and misleading cover story, unquote. Lastly, Manafort allegedly brought the money out to play. The indictment says he, quote, used his hidden overseas wealth to enjoy a lavish lifestyle in the United States. I guess sometimes a game can help you understand the news.
Right. Andrew, we still look past something with money laundering, all them. So, what Manafort do, remember, he's a politician in the state. Can't tell lie to a federal agent, you know. And then him use family member. Me know you not do that, Andrew. You not go look for your sister and use her. Although me see something say you say your sister won the house where you live in. But you not go look for your son them and put them in a nothing, don't it? And then some friend and some other people and then do bad. And you not go do that, right? You not do that, right? Can't look like money laundering, you know. So you not go do that. You not go put your mother name, your mother, your father, and then your sister, your kids, them. You not go put them in a nothing free, make it look like money laundering, don't it? You not involve them in a nothing like this, no. Not like this, right? And you know, tell the IC so the house belong to your sister neither, you know, the one up there, so, and you put in hard matter. You know do it, right? If you do them things, that look like money laundering in Andrew. Let me look for money laundering again. You be proud of the IC. You be proud of the IC, brother. We go look for money laundering again. Money laundering. We go look for some other things. People not forget familiar with that money laundering thing, you know. Let me look for the man here. I want to look for the next, even if we launder money. Let me see this. Texas congressman. Before me do that, I want to look for the next money launderer. Yeah? How does money laundering work? Let me just go through them. Let me just go through them one. That's a one. Let me look for that one at first. Let me see it work again. Let me want to make sure. Yes? Let me look on this, Andrew. And the different companies. Yeah.
As one of the most notorious gangsters in history, Al Capone presided over a vast and profitable empire of organized crime. But when he was finally put on trial, the most he could be convicted of was tax evasion. The nearly $100 million a year, that's 1.4 billion in today's currency, that Capone had earned from illegal gambling, bootlegging, brothels, and extortion would have served as evidence of his crimes. But the money was nowhere to be found. Capone and his associates had hidden it through investments in various businesses whose ultimate ownership couldn't be proven, like cash-only laundromats. In fact, those laundromats are part of the reason for the name of this activity, money laundering. Money laundering came to be the term for any process that cleans illegally obtained funds of their dirty criminal origins, allowing them to be used within the legal economy. But Capone wasn't the first to launder money. In fact, this practice is about as old as money itself. Merchants hid their riches from tax collectors, and pirates sought to sell their bounty without drawing attention to how they got it. With the recent arrival of virtual currencies, offshore banking, the dark net, and global markets, schemes have become much more complex. Although modern money laundering methods vary greatly, most share three basic steps: placement, layering, and integration. Placement is where illegally obtained money is converted into assets that seem legitimate. That's often done by depositing funds into a bank account registered to an anonymous corporation or a professional middleman. This step is where criminals are often most vulnerable to detection, since they introduce massive wealth into the financial system seemingly out of nowhere. The second step, layering, involves using...
Well, I want to stop this. So, Andrew, Moano, you'd have 7 kind of taxi service. You couldn't find money for marriage and you just go into the product. Where you get the money there from and the bus where you buy? Because you have to show me if it's a loan you get or something. Because you never say you borrow nothing, but you have 7 cars. You have 2 buses. And then you have lending company where you say mostly lend cash. But where the money that come from, Andrew? The genesis of the money. If you do the whole of them company and start the whole of that. From the 1998. And them more inside still, Andrew. Continue.
Using multiple transactions to further distance the funds from their origin. This can take the form of transfers between multiple accounts or the purchase of tradable property like expensive cars, artwork, and real estate. Casinos, where large sums of money change hands every second, are also popular venues for layering. A money launderer may have their gambling balance made available at a casino chain's locations in other countries or work with employees to rig games. The last step, integration, allows clean money to re-enter the mainstream economy and to benefit the original criminal. They might invest it into a legal business, claim payment by producing fake invoices, or even start a bogus charity, placing themselves on the board of directors with an exorbitant salary. Money laundering itself wasn't officially recognized as a federal crime in the United States until 1986. Before that point, the government needed to prosecute a related crime, like tax evasion. From 1986 on, they could confiscate wealth simply by demonstrating that concealment had occurred, which had a positive effect on prosecuting major criminal operations like drug traffickers. However, the legal shift has raised concerns involving privacy and government surveillance. Today, the United Nations, national governments, and various non-profits fight against money laundering, yet the practice continues to play a major role in global crime. And the most high-profile instances of money laundering have involved not just private individuals, but major financial institutions and government officials. No one knows for sure the total amount of money that's laundered on a yearly basis, but some organizations estimate it to be in the hundreds of billions of dollars.
Right. better follow them. Because they about financial, this and that. But them one they put in a circle and make you repeat that it was no financial nothing to no Siaga. Siaga not stupid. So you know I about no financial nothing. That's a lie again. So that's what they want to Siaga then. And even if there was a financial something that don't give them kind of money we are talking about, brother. Yeah? If you have a charity and you are part of the charity, or if you are talking man, Andrew dangerous. I mean, look on the money here. I mean, see, look on a report here. Look on a report here. Politician again, you know. Andrew, you don't mix up no family member.
Saifuzzaman Chowdhury is the former Minister of Land for Bangladesh, who owns 360 luxury homes in the UK.
How many floats in total?
Hey, people, why you watch this school? This is a politician again. Look on this school.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
Saifuzzaman Chowdhury is the former Minister of Land for Bangladesh, who owns 360 luxury homes in the UK.
How many floats in total? 5 floors. This is our cell. Come here. Oh. This is my new rules.
Oh, wow.
He met our undercover reporters, who posed as investors.
How many properties you have in London? I have a good business here. I have a good portfolio. And I also have a portfolio in Dubai. I have a property in Singapore, Malaysia. I have a property in New York, Manhattan.
He owns 9 luxury apartments in New York, and he's the listed owner of another 54 in Dubai. The politician is a close ally of the now deposed Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina.
She's my boss. She knows I have a business here.
London estate agent Ripple Mahmood helps the minister.
No, actually, he got 20 million stock. New York, San Francisco. But Dubai, he got 195. So 195 million. He invested in Dubai, real estate. London got about 300 plus million.
But the politician failed to declare these assets to the Bangladeshi authorities.
Yes, a politician, MP or MP candidate must declare their global asset position. So the income or asset they have in the country and abroad.
Chowdhury, whose family owns a bank in Bangladesh, boasted about his expensive tastes.
What shoes are there? And the clock, baby clock, belly clock, half. Full belly clock is 6,000 pounds. So half belly clock with cuff skin, 3,000 pounds. Very nice. 4 months.
Bangladesh's Anti-Corruption Commission is now investigating allegations he laundered millions of dollars in the UK. Chowdhury says the investigation is a political witch hunt and that his money comes from legitimate businesses outside Bangladesh. Adrian Gatton, Al Jazeera, London.
There's so much money and so much place him out. So Andrew, and then man, I take it all over the place. We see with a Bank of America account, you know, they get money out there. We see in the IC report. That yes, we see it. Bank of America. So you have more account than what we can think of. See? And then you carry the IC. You feel proud of the IC. Just tell everybody, say, well, the Integrity Act from 1973, my goal in the world of them work on it. But I just tell them, say, well, are we bring the 3 companies together, 3 agencies together, and form the Integrity Commission one place, you know, the contractor general with that one that pay, the nastiness and thing, I put them together and form one. And you should have feel and say, well, that's your accomplishment. Part of that, because most of that belongs to PMP same way, but we could have said that your accomplishment, nothing else. That about no bridge, and about you buy a bus, and about you fix your police station and the accomplishment. That's a foolishness. Now I can show you something with the PMP. We can show you a 500 and add things with the PMP them right now. Yeah. So another tour of Jamaica. So me show you that. But before me even show you that, brother, you know, the booklet we put out, it not worth the paper we print back. But you put out that to the people, them is bullshit. Don't show them about no part and them to kind of you bring them in. No, for that, don't tell them about the housing trust and you bring it in. And the house them where you say bill it no bill. Me talk to who in the housing trust, man, but listen me. Not even half 5 bill, but around 16,000 of those. Not 34. See? Yes. And most of them empty. Them body no buy them yet. And most of the scheme not finished, they not turn over yet. Tell me, I tell you, me know that. See? So them not turn over. So most of them empty, you know, turn over, it have no soil, it have no water around there yet or nothing. So them empty people are thief have some things after them too. See? Especially like in Clarendon and the one there in Manchester there and everything. They're like 3 in Clarendon. Them empty. They're partially empty. See? I mean take picture and video it for just show you. Send a joke now. I'm gonna do that for you. See? Yes. So you can't treat the people them no more and everything there. But when we look at money laundering, Andrew no call film, Andrew no put nothing in them kids them name. And sister name or anything with them father. Them people don't come up with nothing. Because them they resemble laundering and Andrew. Up you not do it, you know. Up you not do it. Like AdMat. Up you not do AdMat, you know. Yes. Up you not do it, you know. I put your sister name for nothing. You understand? Where's some of them full of chichi? Eh? Them not good. You see, what I do is tell lie. And I understand we can check it in a real time. So I say thank God for social media again. Because he could have go and place that and put it on the radio in a Jamaica, the TV, and nobody say, well, we can't check it in a talk. Like, oh, fried green come and say, well, we repair 700 road. Where? Farm road. Where? Get the money, repair 2 road and one of them mash up already. 700. With what? What kind of money? Eh? you see my asset. You might eat that too, you know. $600 million we pay 700 road. Be a garbage him talk here. But Andrew, as I said before, we are all you. All right, let me show you some things. Let me show you that 559 reasons you vote for PMP. Look here. Look at your screen. And you can pick out some foundation thing. Look at your screen, brother. Look here. I'm going to move this. You see by your screen now, Andrew? Look. If you want me run something where people vote for PMP, see reason them, yeah? 100 of reason. Yeah. Come on, let me show you that. Let me just widen it up for them. We not can't nothing now. Look here. Hope road. All right. People National Party. Watch this. The right excellent Norman Mandy here. Norman Washington Mandy. See? 38 from 1938. Come up. All right, watch out. Blueprint of Jamaica economic development, making us one of the leading development nations in the world. Norman Manley, 53. Of government that watch out. Norman Manley, PMP demand negotiated Jamaica independence. We know that already. We know what PMP did. By 55, Norman Manley was a premier. 7.5 years, 55 to 62, Norman Manley, PMP, shepherd unprecedented expansion of Jamaica economy. And it showed the world growth where them go through and see the growth them start knock up. So we know the whole of this. What may I show you right now? Now I'm going to read through the whole of this. Maybe we do this by the Titans. Right? You understand? Yeah, established Central Planning Unit. No Planning Institute of Jamaica. See there? 1955 that. Mark the beginning of Plan Economic Social Development Jamaica. Yeah. Administration introduced Jamaica first 10-year development plan. Beach Control Law 55. Yeah. Give Jamaican right of access to our beaches. Norman Manley administration introduced Watershed Protection Act. Yeah, the whole of this. They're going to come back with NEPA back up more in 1990 again. Scientific Research Council, SRC. Yeah. Industrial Incentive law facilitate growth, manufacturing sector, 56. And continue. See National Stadium there, 1955, and when it opened. See? Yes. So all these things you have to know. Paid government initially, 2,000 students annually were given fully paid access to high school, increasing enrollment from 11,600 1957 to 19,236 in 1962. Education reform also included the establishment of College of Art and Science and Technology CAST and no University of Technology UTech. So remember, you know, them people that deal with the whole of the, and see that, look at small business loan was established to promote small business. Look, this is under Norman Mandela, Bank of Jamaica Act passed in 1960 and bank began. You never ever know that. In 1961, Bank of Jamaica, you never ever know that. So these are the things that Bank of Jamaica like that now it takes up, you know where to. Export industries, encouragement, law 56, provide additional incentive for export. You don't know that. You have facilities for title law introduced. 1955 made possible for thousands of small farmers to obtain land title without going through traditional expensive and the laborious application process. Land ban law allows start of land reform in Jamaica by granting government access to idle land and exchange of ban. So, brother, we'll go through the whole of them here. You see me, I say, we'll go the backside companies increase royalties. Yeah? Yeah. You have to go through the whole of them thing here. See? So, and then first the backside get attacked for increase some royalties. Now, man, the administration introduced a common entrance examination 1957. When you know all these things are them things they may talk about achievements. When you say achievements are these things you talk about, you understand like common entrance and them things where you know say, you know, that good right, there's a large number of children of poor parents were unable to pay fees, should be afforded the opportunity of good grammar school education. Yeah? So you have to know the whole of these things. These are some of Norman man the thing paid by government and that's it run through there. Kingston Technical School, Practical Training Center, Dent Hill, Wormwood were converted to Technical High School to feed into CAS. Jamaica Boats and Casting Corporation 1959. These are the things that we are talking about. When we say, you know, we are say, you know, yes, we are talking about legacy, I establish, I do some things. Not to repair something. We never have Jamaica Broadcasting before. We never have some of them things before, so you see what him do. You understand? But me just show you, you know, establishment of government broadcasting service. We created government information service. Now the Jamaica Information Service, GIS. So at them create that and create JBC and create all of this Norman Monday, yeah? Yes. So you know, you understand? The National Stadium start 1954 and it complete 50. So Norman Monday again. You understand? PNP celebrated its 21st anniversary Norman Monday. Could justifiably claim it is our party that built the national movement that took Jamaica out of colonial matrix, that redeemed the soul of our people from dead and bondage, that liberate the energy and spirit, and has swept us forward, onward and upward for the last 20 years. So Norman Monday, him there and him doing little things, see that? See them cut ties. Norman Monday to cut ties with South Africa too, regime. Yeah. That's a Norman Monday. So I give you something with Norman Monday. And then I go to Michael Monday, wow, you know, I forgot through this nicely, yeah? So now, look, hey, them things are unbelievable. I will leave out Monday all the while, but the Monday them, see there? Look at the man. Michael Mandley, man. Master and Servant Act. And then we are talking about legislation and some things, Andrew, where they did. Look on them things here. Yeah? Look on them thing, brother. Well, my pray that I make it hear them. This I want to have, yeah? Equal pay for women and everything. Yeah, between the whole of them thing yeah, what me I talk about. Yeah? Abolition of tuition fees in secondary school. So yeah, free education, I'm abolish the whole of them money thing that them used to pay and everything. And free and coming into the like literacy. Jamal and the whole of them GC faster college, one of them thing. Yeah. Wait, you understand? So when you brother you them build one school. You understand? Elim Agriculture School started now renamed Sydney Pagan Agriculture School. Access to education was significantly expanded by increasing the number of institutions as follows. In Bill 93 infant school, Bill 67 primary school, Bill 44 secondary schools, 4 community college. Brother, at them I talk about Andrew Holness. When you prepare and you come and you say this, brother, when you go through them and still in a mad you up in a brother, and him have enough more things than this. Rural electrification program. Him come with all that too. Land reform, the whole of the brother. Show the man, look here. Special unemployment program was created to provide employment. So these are the things that the man do. See? Yeah. Youth employment program. The employee share ownership program. And then it continue, look here. Brother, him not done yet, look on this. The Maritime Institute, over 100 community enterprise organizations were created to mobilize internship at community level. See that? Internship. When you tell me about what the place name what them call the place? Part. No part. What name you know? No part. What the place when them say I say I go bring it in the other day. What name the training place art. Brother, and then come change up. Just change up some name here. Look here. The establishment of National Commercial Bank, NCB, formerly Barclays Bank, and the National Commercial Bank are established that too. Airport Authority of Jamaica created and established of the Port Authority of Jamaica. These are the things that we are talking about what we live by when you say your accomplishment and your honest. Airport Authority, the establishment of Port Authority. Port Authority is where it do. Maternity Center bill to provide natal care. And hey brother, we have to go through this. We have to go through this and heal the man. Look here. Look on things, brother. Backside, look here. A Michael Mandela. Look here. Look, a Michael Mandela, you know. Look here again. Patterson again. Look on the hey, brother. Come on now. The tourist announcement from one hour with him, you know. Yeah. Port Maria Marina. I him, you know. Falmouth cruise shipping pier, I him, you know. Brother, look here. Honest, what we are talking about achievement. South Coast tourism expansion. Significant expansion backside alumina production. Jamaica Deposit Insurance Corporation. JDIC. Protect depositor in the banking system because the foolishness is so going. Yeah, look on this. See them here? Look here. The whole of them that we are run up and down and that's a boom bam bam. Look here. Eh? Create job in the tourism sector now. See them here? And then we are talking about. Look here, and it continue. Look here. Brother, when you put out something, say, are the youth national youth service, yeah? See the one of them thing, yeah? See, man, did they bring us a youth service to you know? Yes, and support security back because I will cut them out. 60 at school built. You notice them always do this? Look on this. Yeah, hey, honest. Free textbook. Look, all them things Early Childhood Commission established. National Council of Education. And them things that I talk about poverty eradication program. We reduce poverty level that cut it down to 9%. Poverty to 9%. This is a real target and real thing we have to introduce poverty elevation through health and education part. You see this? This is how you run with your thing bonus. None of them are where you run with your thing and say you achieve. You can't achieve it, brother. Come on now. You did have to maintain the thing, maintain them, man. But we have one more we can give. I have to run with that. And remember, not fear like that. But we say run with it, you merge them. And not even fear. But run with that. We give one. Look on this. Scheme, the NI Goal Health Plan, was established to provide health service to pensioners. Hey, brother, liberalization and expansion of media market, more TV, radio station and establishment. Even the TV and the radio station, them know them just open up. Look how much these are the things that I talk about. Achievement. You understand? Imparts the Access to Information Act. Yeah? The whole of them, look at, brother, look on this. Me a pen, say hospital bill and I'm under. So whenever I talk about hospital and refurbish, saying and upgrade, see them there? Regional Health Authority established to improve management of our health. So the Regional Health Authority are them establish it. Saying, partisan. See, look on this. National Commissioner, look at. Brother, the amount of things, NEPA, the whole of them. See them here? So what you doing, sir? We are running with People National Party, hundreds. Watch out. It gone over and look out. Do on this. Operation Pride, we give people so much in. Yeah, look at us. Indigent housing program. By the way, the indigent housing program we are running up and down with, you know. Remember, some of them started to, you know. Sugar sector housing, inner city housing. Brother, I don't know what happened to you, you know, you have to just go way on Jonas. Look on this. Them to know the truth. Land ownership expansion. Yeah? Through Operation Pride. The whole of them things, brother. We're going to run back this. See how I wear them, yeah? Look at the National Work Agency. And them come back with that. See the highway here, brother. Them do these things, brother. Zane, look at. And then you run out and talk foolishness. Mama P this. Look at. And everybody come and work and do them thing. Look at. Mama P. She have to pass the IMF thing on the field. And return to growth and the projection. Yeah? Yes. You understand? Business and confidence. Look here. Look on this. She bring down the debt here to 126 when you take it. You know, yes, because that Bruce and you and Bruce have it up there. See it front of you here. See that our net international reserve have increased. She push up the net 4.4. Yeah. And she should cut down the inflation and do everything when you take it over. You understand? Look here. Although the world challenges to the part, payment of part beneficiaries have been increased. So should the whole of them continue with all of this here. I'm continuing to increase in education and the whole of this life expectancy. Enjoy. Hey. Me just show where I run through the whole of them here. Major housing program have been undertaken, including inner city housing and sugar workers housing and program. See? Yes, Byron. Well, I make I call him back. I don't see him. Byron, I don't see you. So make I run through this. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Hold on there. Put it on my speaker. What, brother?
You know, sir, from McLeod, or you find the document here. Do you know that this is one of these documents that them try to clean from the internet?
Yeah. We have it, man.
Where you read it? That is one of that, eh?
We have it, man. So them a try clean it. Andrew Holness and them wicked boys, them.
Yeah, this is one of the documents that they try to clean from the internet because they don't want us to show it. So here I go now, fam. May I ask you, so when you finish your program, just send me the document there.
Yeah, get it right away. So you see me, I show right now. And me I say, a matter of fact, me just sit by here, talk to me, and me I send it. And we are bonfire. Me just show you, Andrew Holness, and me I show strike 5, brother. Me I show you strike 5, and me I show you, who again, Mississauga. Come out and about the IC. And I go like Andrew Holness to clean, brother. Where you say Christopher, pick up a set. And I go like Andrew Holness to clean, brother. You know, they're not good, Byron.
Well, guess what? Then, Wayne, you have to make them note there, let the people know there. They were the ones, right?
Yeah.
As it relates to PSOJ, fight against Michael Manley
Yes.
in the 70s. You understand? They were the same one, you understand, who tried to discredit Michael Manley and Thomas democratic socialism. You understand? They are the ones, you understand, that Michael Manley talk about, you know, the elite. You understand?
Yes.
And the thing is, because guess what? As it relates to their policy, they believe in trickle-down economics. Michael Manley don't believe in a trickle-down economics. You understand? If you make the few, right, that live in the bubbles, right, live on the masses of the back, on the back of poor people. Every single person needs to participate in the economy. Every single person needs to be a stakeholder,
yes,
right, and equal opportunities need to be provided. You see how them live now? They want to control all of the prime land, right, and want to now, you know, have persons just rob the Jamaican society from beach access.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They are the ones doing it. So we're not surprised that the PSOJ is going to try to defend Andrew Holness even in clear criminality. You understand? So let me ask Mississauga something. So is it a situation where Mississauga endorsing Andrew Holness to dealing with Ponzi scheme, upping and robbing investors? Because Andrew Holness now pretending that he's robbing investors.
Yes.
So is it a situation that they are endorsing Andrew Holness, you understand, as it relates to agreeing, you understand, and organizing, you understand, as it relates to Ponzi scheme, giant Ponzi scheme, right? For the purpose of robbing investors. Andrew Holness putting into the judiciary, right? He's going to go to prison. Then can't save him. The PSOJ can't save him.
But hear this now, Byron, hear this now. You see when Tamika Prince make him come out, come chat the other day, you know. Because when she come out, after them put out and them tweet, and when she come out and say she not no charge, him come down and say the Prime Minister and them the IC damage the office. And you desecrate the office long time. She never say him no, you know, she never say him innocent neither, you know. She said them have charge, could have charged him, Mississauga, Nancy knows Mississauga. She said them have charge, could have charged him, but it gone too long, due process. Why you never listen what she said? In my classes, Byron.
Well, what happened?
Yes.
This is what Andrew Holness was defending on, you understand, for the DPP and the corruption prosecutor.
Yes.
To let him through the process of abuse of process.
Yes.
So they want to use the abuse of process to the fact that, okay, all right, Andrew Holness now, you know, create a roadblock for the investigation in terms of explaining his illicit enrichment.
Yes.
And you see the evidence. Remember, you know, from 1998, you understand them tie with this man, you know.
Yes.
Right? And from then I know them ask this man, you understand, to explain his wealth. And Andrew Holness, you understand, defy all of that, you know. No, because he wants Paula Lulin and the corruption prosecutor now, you understand, to use that process. You understand, to let him ask, you understand, where he is the one you understand, who is interrupting the process.
Yes.
And that is one of the reasons why, you understand, the DPP should have charged him. It is the DPP. So all of what Andrew Holness has done, he has done it as a result of the DPP allowing him to do so, because the DPP is complicit in the crime.
Yes.
Of what Andrew Holness has done. If the DPP did take charge, and let me give a perfect example. If you look in St. Kitts, right, what the DPP had done as it relates to those members of parliament and persons in civil society, the DPP didn't even wait, you understand, on certain investigation to pursue.
Mm-hmm.
The DPP step in St. Kitts, the DPP step in and charge and give them ultimatum, you understand, to present certain things. And if they don't present it by then, what the St. Kitts DPP has done was to charge them. So while Parliament willing, can't take an example as it relates to the St. Kitts DPP. Because St. Kitts is smaller than us.
Long time.
Smaller than us, you know.
Long time. Look at the like a parish, smaller than that.
St. Kitts DPP, you understand, is now making as a marked example what the St. Kitts DPP said. The St. Kitts DPP said that if she did not step in, right, and afford charges, right, it would speak poorly of her office. It would speak poorly of her office. So she has to act. So this goes to show you that Paula Llewellyn, you understand, is complicit. Every evidence that we have show you that Paula Llewellyn is complicit. Them are dealing with Andrew Holness, right, from 1998, comes straight up and now, right? And what people need to realize that when Paula Llewellyn come on stream, right, in 2008, right, Paula Llewellyn, right, should have carried out, right, that sort of execution in terms of having prosecuted the corruption prosecutor. You understand? Done the same thing, right? Aligning with Paula Llewellyn. So Paula Llewellyn sits there doing what? And you ask the question as it relates to Patrick Bailey.
Yes.
Paula Llewellyn is doing with Patrick Bailey. It's just to show you the strong evidence that go against Paula Llewellyn. What Paula Llewellyn is doing with Patrick Bailey. You understand? And then when you look at it, Wayne, to make what they're saying in a more concrete way, you have seen where, as it relates to the FLA situation and the meeting of firearm, Paula Llewellyn jumped to charge the two PNP persons.
Yes.
You understand? At the same time, let go the two PNP persons. So what I tell you about Paula Llewellyn?
She political aligned. She political aligned, Baba. The evidence is suggesting that she's politically aligned. Because Paula Llewellyn cannot explain as to why she chose to charge the two PNP, you understand, for losing their firearm. And as a matter of fact, the gravity in terms of losing the firearm, the Jamaica Labour Party has a higher gravity of carelessness. Because remember, you know, each one of them lose 2 guns each, you know. Yes.
And for the PNP only lose 1 gun each, you know.
And them get charged. But I know she not charged them, yeah.
The person with the lesser gravity of the crime, you understand, get charged. And the persons with the higher gravity of the crime, you understand, let's ask the book. Also, how Paula Llewellyn explain that to the public? How can Paula Llewellyn explain that to the public?
But she, to Byron, she come out, you know, and about the Andrew Holness, you know. First, me ever see this. And I tell about the office and be careful and you can't mix up people name and like, you know, me play it before. Yeah, me play it just after Mrs. Siaga one. You saw she enough too. She come out and back Andrew Holness. But you still look out when them come out and them drop with him. Cash Plus, Holland, SSL. The man have company, you know, people him all lend money. But Andrew get the money from him, couldn't find money for him wedding. Him could not. 97 and by 98, the man lend money, the man have 2 taxi service, but nobody don't know. Them never no book, no phone book. Nobody don't know them. Them just register something and that hey. Brother Andrew Holness, and he just close them between 3 to 4, 5 years. And open some other one and then close again. Pay that him go on with. That him Andrew act like him a money launderer, brother. Because that's some money launderer act. The man put him sister upon house, him tell him say him sister house, but him and him wife live night. He put him son them upon something and send it down there. So. He put him friend upon thing where you look at him and him friend company. He put people in them constituents all in a book. This, hey, Andrew Holness should be the Prime Minister. Yes, Myra.
Well, let me say this to you. And that is one of the reasons why, they don't want certain things to come out, Because I'm going to tell you something weird. If certain things to reveal, and you're going to see that some of them who mix up in a SSL are some of the same players who mix up in a Cash Plus, and there are some of the same players who mix up in a Holness. You understand? So if you, so this is it, and you will see some of the same players from the PSOJ, right, with the possibility of them also mixed up. You understand? Not this family scheme.
Yes.
You understand? As it really so robbing Jamaica investors. You understand what I said? And I mean, look on that. And you hear Andrew Holness with hypocritical self talking about things that was the greatest crime that committed. You understand? As it relates to the transferring of wealth from the poor to the rich. Our Andrew Holness doing a Cash Plus on Holness. What did he do in a Cash Plus on Holness?
The people them money gone.
Exactly. Yeah. Andrew Holness coming out talking about things that was the greatest atrocities, which was him, right? Further investigation, we can look at it, right? Remember, when Siaga involved in the borrowing of the money from
unsecured loan and borrow money from one masterpiece, yes.
Remember, say Andrew Holness was working for Edward Siaga.
Of course.
Andrew Holness was working for Edward Siaga, so Andrew Holness, you understand, possibility, because we don't have no evidence yet. We still do some deep dive. The possibility may exist where Andrew Holness may mix up also in a parching and associates.
No, but SSL, all right. So we can't tell us that the possible exists. SSL, it's same and just change the name from Parching and Associate. Can't create, change the name from Parching and Associate and run as SSL. It's same one. So I'm a part of that. It's the one. Can I remember Party Young put something in a Casway name and what have you. You notice I know the police never talk to Casway. Everything around Andrew Holness is protected with the criminal police them we have, and I could just point them out, including the commission and Google to him for move, him to get charged for corruption. And enough of them up in the senior rank, up there, in the commission rank. Yes. Them corrupted. Yes.
Make it make sense.
Yes.
We understand, as it relates to when PNP, you understand, in 2012, closed down SSL. You understand the reason why JLP now did reissue the license back to SSL as it relates to Jacqueline Lecker, who sits on the board. You understand, I'm connected with the PSOJ. You understand, Jacqueline Lecker. You understand? And so then you understand the syndicate of criminality, including the reason as to why they would have now given back SSL the license, knowing to the fact that SSL was upon the scheme. They cook up all the ways and means to have SSL on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So far, then even what Andrew Holness do. You understand?
At that Byron.
Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Yeah, but to that now, SSL is a Ponzi scheme, but put the government entity agency them in it, including housing trust. I try and mash up a man the bill for the people then. Housing trust and we have 4 other agencies of the government and Jamaica invest in SSL. We never get back our money, brother. Where the money they go? Nobody talk to us.
There's a solid point that you make as it relates to, you understand, Andrew Holness doing the Ponzi scheme up in enriching himself, you understand, by robbing investors who have known that, okay, all right, he was in Cash Plus and Cash Plus crash. So him have that awareness, you understand, he was in Holness crash so he has that awareness. Then the question that we have to ask, why Andrew Holness took taxpayers' money into SSL and knowing SSL is a Ponzi scheme? Why did he do that? Because Andrew Holness is just simply a criminal, and that's the way he utilized, you understand, to rob the taxpayers. You understand? He's just a thief.
Yes.
You understand? A serious atrocity Andrew Holness commit against the Jamaican people, and the IC is holding him responsible. You understand? To pay for the consequences. So we don't care what PSOJ want to say. We don't care what Big Mama want to say. None of them can't save him.
But here this spiral. Now this come out now with him. Me know you Mr. Thiago run out now, you know. He run out when Tamika, Prince, let him go. Let him go. And so we see what we charge him. But due process and it gone, so we not charge him. That's why he shouldn't get back the job. The lady tell her, what the lady tell her, say, hey, don't even bother reapply, you know. Come out and go, you know. Go away.
All right. I want to tell you something real. You see the decision that Kamika Prince made?
Yes.
She's the one who caused pressure on the Integrity Commission investigators, you know. People should know that, you know.
Yes.
She is the one caused the ton-load of pressure.
Yes.
Down on the IC to make like the IC don't know what they are doing and the IC out. You understand?
But brother. But brother.
She's the one who caused it.
But she's the one who sing Kanjo too. Because she talk clear and it shows that the IC is clear on my side. If she come out, come say directly, you know, say, listen me, we have charges for Andrew Holness, you know. But it gone too long. She talk about 2009, you know. 2008. She said it gone too long, so do some due process, so we not bother charging. Because we have to get time, we have to get this. She find all kind of fault, but she said there is charges for late. But she take it up on herself not to do it because she get called from Straight 5 and get called from Anjo, minions, them. Oh, we know Mrs. Thiago no call her. Because we can't trust them. She did not work with Straight 5 in the office in 2008, 2009 and better. Google it, you see it.
Well, yeah, man. We
Yes.
have that information. But let me tell you something.
Yes.
There is nothing that anybody can save Andrew Holness from Andrew Holness going to the judiciary. Right?
Yes.
From once Andrew Holness in the judiciary, it's over. Me not ask him, you know. Me not ask him. You understand? And the only thing that his lawyer can do for him, you understand, is to try to see some
plea deal. Some plea deal.
From once he goes into the judiciary, that's why you may create you understand, give him the idea there. But I mean, at the end of the day, you understand, from once he put in the judiciary, I am just saying that there is no one can save Andrew Holness. He cannot be saved.
I'm going, Baron, hear the part again. People, I want to hear this. Baron, listen this. This is a cash plus when them let go call us ill. Hear how them let go this man. Hear the like. I remember DPP let them go, you know. For the sake of Andrew Holness them. Why you think she let go? Hear this, Baron. Listen this. Listen this.
Welcome back to Primetime News. After 9 years before the courts, former Cash Plus boss Carlos Hill has been freed of all fraud charges.
The not guilty verdict was handed down today in the Supreme Court as the prosecution offered no evidence against Mr. Hill. But what
DPP fear offer no evidence. I hear no evidence. Hear this.
does this mean for Cash Plus investors? Will they be getting back their money?
TVJ's Andrea Chisholm has the answer to those and other questions in this story.
Carlos Hill hurriedly making his way into a taxi after being acquitted of fraud charges in the Supreme Court. And there's only one thing on the minds of former Cash Plus investors.
I am broke. Look in my pocket. Probably around $200. I want some money. I will take money from Carlos Hill today.
It was said that depositors would receive some form of compensation. Is that still on?
That response in a few. But first, the court case. Carlos Hill was first arrested in April 2008. His attorneys Valrenita Robertson and Deborah Martin say since November 2010, 9 trial dates were set, one of which was the March 2013 trial.
We had commenced a trial. Issues arose during the trial. The director entered another prosecution. He was released, rearrested, and put before the court on a new indictment. The new indictment had the same charges as those that...
So why Paula stop this? In 2013, why she stop it? Because it's not PMP time. So she makes sure stop it. We start it back in a Andrew time. Hear this.
That he was being tried on before. Same witnesses, same charges.
Those charges, fraudulently inducing persons and attempting to fraudulently induce persons to invest in Cash Plus, and that in return for their monies, they would secure a profit. Those statements, according to the charges, were false and misleading. But for the defense...
When he says money is paid, the witnesses at the first trial conceded that it was a loan to Cash Plus. It's not a payment, but they recognized that they were lending money to Cash Plus.
So all people, this is where them get up a witness in a Byron. If you say, oh, we lend my money, or if you have an organization that tell you you make money and somebody lend your money, you're not back. Why me, I don't find my money and lend when I Ponzi scheme money. Remember money, I look at my money, I invest my money, but them sign something say I lend. And them cook up that in a Byron. Because the witness them have come to come, hear this.
They signed a loan agreement, and the agreement made it clear that it was high risk, and that they would have to absorb the responsibility for advising themselves as to the risk that they were undertaking.
Now, when the matter came up on Wednesday at the Supreme Court, the prosecution led by Adley Duncan was hoping to call 16 witnesses.
Witnesses are needed to come to court, and this morning there were insufficient witnesses. One of 16 was not enough, and another person offering themselves could not take the matter that much further. So for those reasons, the Crown recognized that they could offer no evidence. They had no evidence to offer in the form of witnesses, and the jury were directed to return formal verdicts of not guilty.
So Jamaicans are again...
So them say, oh, we don't have no witness. So them keep away the witness then. See? Because you know why enough more people come up and hear say Andrew Holness and everything, them keep out Cash Plus and Lego the man. And you know why I say them a prisoner and call up Andrew name. And that thing, brother. Them now want to call up him name. So you say no witness no come. One not sufficient enough. And the one who come, them say them lend him money. Is a loan them give. Who would have said that about them money, brother? Eh?
What all of this show here, right, is the culpability.
And Paula let him go, you know?
Right, as it relates to Paula Llewellyn and, you understand, protecting the system of corruption.
Yes.
Right, but protecting the status quo of corruption. Paula Llewellyn is there for that.
Yes.
And, you know, when you look and see Paula Llewellyn, you understand, gets an extension. And what this is Paula Llewellyn had gotten certain extension, not on performance. Not on performance.
No, she's not performance.
Paula Llewellyn has gotten extension, and the basis that Paula Llewellyn is playing the figure with the corruptors as it relates to Andrew Holness, protecting Andrew Holness.
Yes.
But Paula Llewellyn wasn't playing the figure with corruption and protecting the status quo of corruption. Paula Llewellyn would have gotten extension, and if Paula Llewellyn was serious about solving crime, particularly as it relates to these politicians who involved in such major corruption, right? It wouldn't have gone this far. It wouldn't have gone this far. On the Paula Llewellyn, you have seen where Ponzi scheme, you understand, rise and successfully, you understand, take away investors' money and get away with it and get away with it.
True.
You understand? This couldn't happen in the United States. It couldn't.
Nowhere at all. Canada, UK, nowhere else. Not even in Caribbean.
Look, if this did happen in the United States, right, people are going to get serious indictment because guess what? Those DPP attorneys, you understand, are extremely serious. You understand? And they will protect and gather, you understand, witnesses, you understand, put them in a witness protection program and all of them things there and make sure, say, listen, these people get penalty, right? So it goes to show you the whole how hypocritical the criminal justice system is. is one portion of the criminal justice system that is keeping up Jamaica is the judiciary. But when it comes to the prosecution arm and the investigation arm, that is where Jamaica gets the biggest letdown.
And then corrupted.
The persons who are launching the investigation as it relates to the respective police officers, right, that responsible for high-profile cases, they are in collusion with the criminals, and in extension, you understand, Paula Lewin share in the mix, in looking left when they put the prosecuting these people. You understand? If you look on Paula Lewin and research Paula Lewin, you realize, you understand, when it comes to some serious high-profile cases, Paula Lewin lose them. She lost them.
She not good.
You understand? And she didn't. We have to make it clear. She didn't lose them as a result of, yes, she doesn't have the expertise, you understand, to prosecute these people. No. She lose them because really and truly, you understand, she's complicit. She's complicit. Right? So, Paula Lewin, you can see as it relates to the complicitness, and we can explain it. You understand? Exercise justice conveniently. And when I say conveniently, you go back now to the situation with the two PNP member of parliament.
Yes.
You understand? Who
and caretaker, yes.
Had been prosecuted, you understand, for agreeing to the weight of evidence that was against them was a little bit lighter than the JLP, you know. You understand? But yet, the person with the lesser gravity of the crime, they were the ones, you understand, who had gotten penalized, and the person with the more serious gravity as it relates to the two JLP, they have gotten away. So how can Paula Lewin come out and say, no, all right, she's not partial. Paula Lewin can't say, well, all right, she's impartial.
No.
That's gross partiality.
Better.
And will justice exercise conveniently. That is what Paula Lewin does. Paula Lewin is one of the worst DPP that passed through the hemisphere, you understand, to stand up in our criminal justice system and protect the guardrails of justice. Paula Lewin let down Jamaica in a very serious way. Not too me about it, you know. A lot of professional people are not going to talk about it because they are in the profession. You understand that? And so then they will quiet. But we know a lot of them, 80% of them know that Paula Lewin let down the society as it relates to her determination and several cases. She's a GLP operative. You can't be DPP from Jamaica Labour Party. You have to be DPP for Jamaica. So, Paula Lewin being DPP for Jamaica Labour Party is what's wrong with the society. And as I said, it is Paula Lewin that caused the continuation of the corruption to continue. No one else. If Paula Lewin step down her foot, put down her foot, you understand, they wouldn't have repeated it.
True.
Can you imagine in a Jamaica society, right? I mean, a little island, 4,411 square feet. You understand? Have 3
square miles, yes.
Within its economy and cripple the economy each time. Paula Lewin allowed this. Paula Lewin allowed this. And guess what? Surprisingly, we are now learning that the person who is involved, you understand, in the bringing down of our economy is our own Prime Minister.
Of course. Mother Verse.
Our own Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Involved in the bringing down of our economy.
Yeah, man. And then when you see Byron, you see like a straight 5 run out. When Prince Kamika come out with that foolish, he said, we're not charge him, but it gone in a due process. So we're not about to charge him. Then run out and I put it out to the people, including Big Mama them. Boy, you see the man innocent, and I see, run out, and you know, make the office look bad. No. He never say him innocent. He say him do it. He said there is charges. She said that. But it got too long, 2008, 2009, due process, so we're not about to charge him. And that she said. We play it back. if she did charge him on the day I start doing foolish the same way.
Exactly. So fam, what are they saying now after they learn that?
Them not say nothing now. Them see this, them quiet.
Ponzi scheme upper.
Them quiet.
I know that Andrew Holness is a part of the core organizers for the Ponzi scheme. You understand that wrecked the economy of Jamaica. You understand?
Yes.
Andrew Holness have no shame enough. You understand that?
Nah, well, me seem like a lot of years, you know.
That only the community that them choke in.
Yes.
You understand? They must just turn them back against him. You understand? Turn them back to him, man. You understand? Nobody's supposed to pay attention to him. You understand? As a matter of fact, to tell you that the man don't have no shame and the man is just despicable. You understand? You know, conscience to the dictate. For some people, you understand, who have a moral order to say, no man, this is bad now, let me step down. Let me step down and allow the investigation to proceed. But for sure, all the man is dry-eyed, the man is bare-faced, the man is rank.
Yes.
And above all, the man is a thief.
Yes.
You understand, and believe that he intends to steal investors' money. That's what he did.
And no, but then I put some comment, I got you this spiral. I know like, him alone stays in a party in a government, you know. You can't say the same thing about tough time from market me go right back to the lamp, to the rice factory, to the foolishness when type of money and I tell you one bag of garbage. The amount of people dead and the amount of baby them dead in the hospital, it's unbelievable. And you still them print something about achievement in a health. Them get travel advisor, brother. Then when you look on the amount of minister with them for back up, the one of them are criminal. You understand? They are criminals.
I'm doing real, and that is disrespectful to the Jamaican people when you can believe they can pocket some things in some trial. You understand? And talk about your achievement. You know what that does? That is undermining the intelligence of the Jamaican people.
Of course.
Because you believe that you can trick them and you can fool them. You understand? Because they are not, you know, the way Mr. Andrew Holness people going out with fires. You understand that? No, man, listen to me. If you were a performer, when Michael Manley performed, Michael Manley goes and distribute pamphlet. Because Michael Manley not happy with that. The people would have seen what Michael Manley has done and see Michael Manley achievement. Michael Manley don't need to do that. The people naturally love Michael Manley because they feel the benefits of Michael Manley policy. When Michael Manley passed deal with NHD, you understand, people benefited.
And put it back after, brother. Let me say something to you. No more from this, let me say something to you. This is one of the achievements of Michael Manley too, where it benefits so much Jamaica. Now that it keep Andrew budget afloat. When he take over 11 billion every year from him coming out of that NHT. We could have get cheaper houses for the people them. But him take it and put it in the budget, brother. Eh? It have to balance all the budget. The NHT money will balance the budget. Yes.
Answer them. Now, remember, when Andrew Holness set a policy in terms of the government deal with NHT, right? NHT no longer carry a mandate, you understand, for low income earner, you understand? Because under Andrew Holness regime, the type of houses are doing through NHT partnership with these people, you understand, making loan and mortgages so expensive over them head, you understand? I mean, poor people can afford that.
No, sir.
About homes,
root vent towers.
Can poor people afford that? No.
You know, Byron, so the man out there, the man take the money over 2 billion, so he must build root vent towers, same time 1 and 2. And when people come out and talk, well, and you have some other people, 40 million, 30 enough for 40 million for one house. Who will buy it? 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom in the bedroom then. So you guess, where come them there in the Valley place, 40 million. Him a bid it for him friend them and for give out a hand out and do foolishness. If them can buy 40 million, we make them go buy it off for the other market, brother. You don't take NHT money and build that. I'm just do the NHT money where I'm knowing there, you know. And then them turn round and I say Michael Manley, them not do not now who and that. They with them nasty self. I rush him. Then them start say that's why I name Michael because him believe in a Michael Manley. Him a glasses and him disrespectful. The PNP build up and put the foundation in Jamaica. And him trick even them voters are one thing you must do, don't tell them lie. So PNP no do nothing on the 18 and a half years. They want them stay in there for 18 and a half years. And Jonas. Brother, I have sent it to you because I run off in a few minutes. And I send it to you as I do some woman sign out to get it same time. Yes, my brother.
Make sure they make me find it, you know. They don't want me to find it.
No, we have it, man. For we have it, a good man.
Please send it back to me, man. We can deal with them kids.
All right, no, send up now. I'm going to send it right now. Right now. All right, brother, respect code. Yes, Andrew, one is, I said before, the book with 200 had where fish headless and water print. Brother, let me show you water. Water, see you come in here watch me. And when you watch me, I'll show you yourself because you know me not put you, you know. Water, then. Lonesome, show water himself. All you fit for do is cut with band. Water, see you. Let me tell you this. The book we want to print, I'm going to move this. Brother, show water. The thing that you go tell Andrew for go print, but it don't make no sense. Yes. See ya, water. Yes. It not worth the paper where it print on. We invite big up a second. It not worth the paper where it print on. So let me just tell you this water. See, water are Terry Langton, I draws Davis, because we pound, you know. I draw Terry Langton. Yes, you Terry Langton too. Me say you ever put more get some bag of trouble, you know. Say Andrew cut it there, you know. I've going to cut it song before I leave here because it's the anthem. Yes, and Bug Life, you don't give people more ass water for drink. Now I deal with your case tomorrow. Later tomorrow, yeah? Yeah, Buggy? Yes. You have to knock them in the people. Then people in around put them, you have to make sure you knock them. Yes. You have to knock them. You understand? Mr. Pumps? Mr. Pumps, you see you. We can't leave out the one that can it spread propaganda for them too, yeah? The drunk crowd. Yeah, man, it spread propaganda for them. So you can't leave it out, the rape of drunk crowd. Yes? But honest, I have to leave it with the number 2. The number 2 song. It's stuck on number 2 better. Now move. So I'm going to leave it with this song. And you big tune this for your time, you know, brother. I'm going to find it for you. I'm going to find the number 1 song. See that? And number 2 this, brother. Number 2, watch out. Number 2. I put up a one there, you know. I want a number 2 there now. No money. No, man. I want them bad. Tic-tac that fair out here. Me there. Later me out. Remember, I'm a son out strong in us, so you know, yeah, we just have to go. I'm going to see later we're going to stay now tomorrow. You know, but you know, so we have later worries city hall, you know. If not later tomorrow, but I'm going to see what I'm going here. I'm out. Bless.
We a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lonesome rise up the bomb again.
When people like the government of a country, it's to serve and protect the people of that country, not to put their life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? Over there,
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
it's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician, for the evilest mission, who know we blame. True money and power and fame. We're going to find up the youth, them relieve down the lane.